Coming in live from KCAA studios in Redlands, California, you're listening to The Mo and Joe Show with your hosts, Mauricio Mo Silva and Joseph Joe Marmolejo.
Yo, it's The Mo and Joe Show. March 30th is Good Friday, and we're going to have a good Friday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How's your Friday been, Mo?
Not too bad. Pretty good so far. Just chilling out. Been able to, go to a few, had some good sushi. Yeah, today.
Ooh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Where at? Give him a little shout out.
Where did we go to? I know I went to, it's like Domo Sushi out in West Covina. It was really good.
Okay.
Shout out Domo Sushi.
Shout out Domo Sushi.
Y'all treated us well, and there was one item on there I didn't enjoy too much, but I mean for the most part it was good. All you can eat too, so can't complain.
Oh, that's always great. That's always great.
That's always good,
man. I am hungry.
How was your week? Ooh, wow.
I am on a budget right now.
Oh man, I understand.
In between paychecks.
Ooh,
that's always the worst.
That is.
Top ramen budget. Maybe have some tuna cans I could whip up.
I feel it, bro.
I actually whipped me up a panini today. That was good.
Nice. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I totally understand that.
Hey, so we have a very special guest. It's Sam, which is Mas1. He's a local rapper, local artist. He's going to be on talking about his upcoming albums and exactly who he is.
Oh, yeah.
What he's got going on. We're going to find out more about, his rap game and RhymeApes.
It's always great,
Mas1 of RhymeApes.
Yes, sir. It's always great to have rappers, on our show. We do appreciate them. It's always fun.
Yeah, Mo's an inspiring artist, so he has a lot of appreciation for when we have, young artists, especially that are local, producing their own work. So,
yeah, especially that local work, because we all want to meet someone on that, that high industry level. But for now, like everyone that's doing their thing locally. Shout out, all local artists, rappers, if you're painters, artists just in general. Like, keep doing your thing, And
so, give everybody a little insight to what's on Mo's playlist. Let's give us your 5 things that are on Mo's playlist.
My playlist. Ooh, man. My playlist, I'd have to say, it's a new artist that came out. His name is Bazzy. That dude, he's really good. He's really impressing me so far. Like with some of his music.
What is it? Hip hop?
He's actually R&B.
Okay.
Dude's a singer. Like he sang, and I thought it was a brother, but it's this white guy. He sure can sing. Like they getting some more soul into him. First Robin Thicke came out, and now
like my boy Ed.
Yep. So you get that, got a little soul in you. So now it's like
Ed Sheeran has some pipes.
Oh my goodness, I'd love one day to write a song for him. We've been working with him. That'd be amazing.
All right, so that's one song. That's one person. We asked for about. Let's give us 3.
Three. Got you. 1. I got him. Then I also have Kendrick. Can't go wrong with Kendrick. Kendrick's also he's amazing. I can't wait to see what new and inspiring, amazing stuff he has for us.
Any time of the year.
Anytime. Okay. I'd say my 3rd one is Tupac. I like Tupac.
Okay.
Tupac's really good. Very big. Inspiration, especially what he says.
I like that.
Really, he really inspires at times where if I'm just chilling, wanna get into a groove. I know I can listen to some Tupac.
As you can tell from what I am playing on my playlist, I would have Chance the Rapper. I actually played some Chance 3 coloring book on my yesterday to just calm my nerves. It was pretty nice.
There you go. See,
it's one of those albums that just gets me zen, gets me right and centered. That's important. Stay centered.
You have to. Very important.
I was focusing on some meditating, and when I think of meditating at the Ab Soul.
Okay, there you go. Nice.
So, and actually, the new Logic, Bobby Tarantino 2.
Oh, part 2. 2, y'all. 2.
Yep. Hey, so this is the Mo and Joe Show here on KCAA Radio. We're supposed to be having a guest come in right now. We'll be talking about... Oh, someone's creeping up. That doesn't look like him, though.
Okay,
We'll be talking about an event that they have going on at the NOS, the National Orange Show.
Nice. Ooh,
yeah, at the Orange Show over here in San Bernardino.
Events. I love events.
Yeah, so we're waiting to hear from him.
Okay.
And yeah, hopefully he stops in.
That'll be good. in the meantime, what do we got? We always were really good at doing these sports updates. So Joe, you got any NBA sports updates for me?
A little sports update. I did get an update right before I walked into the station that the Giants pitcher against the Dodgers was throwing. Giants Johnny Cueto loses perfect game in 7th inning on a single by Dodgers Chris Taylor.
Ooh.
So there goes that. Dodgers lost yesterday 0-1 against the Giants in the opening day. It was the first opening day that all 30 MLB teams played on the same day.
Ooh, yeah,
there was
was
2
amazing.
night games, so 4 teams were playing at night. 26 were playing in the day.
Wow, yeah, that was amazing. I was like, what? I was like, it's like opening season. Every team's playing. It's like, whoa, all right.
Yep, so that was exciting. There was a designated hitter, I believe it was Davidson from the White Sox, hit 3 home runs.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, not too many players have hit 3 home runs on opening day.
Right, yeah, they're starting out strong, man. They're really trying to set,
But Kershaw lost 0-1, and, he has a lot of close losses like that. The offense really needs to produce, and hopefully that's not a symbol of what's to come for the rest of the season.
I hope not, man, because
in the last
season I was there when I finally went to a Dodger game, and that would happen to be when they're in their little slump, and I was mad. I was like, no. I was like, come on, like.
At least you weren't at the World Series game.
Yeah.
My brother was like, man, when you Garbage was pitching, and I was like, you mean huge garbage?
It's like, yeah, just imagine at the World Series, you're like, come on, and.
But he's with the Cubs now, so.
Let's see what they can do.
The Dodgers didn't make too much noise in the offseason, but they do have a good young core, which they were young players last year, and they're going to be even better this year, taking that step forward.
That's true, yeah.
So maybe 30 years to the date when they won their last World Series, maybe they could bring another one home to Los Angeles.
Man, you think it's going to take that long?
Hey, maybe. It's been 30 years, so.
Ooh, wow.
And the Rams have been making a lot of noise, speaking of Los Angeles.
Oh, what have they been up to?
I'm a Raiders fan, so it's hard for me to go over here and talk about the Rams. But look they've been doing good things. They picked up Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters in this offseason.
I know. Oh.
You know who else they just picked up? Ndamukong Suh.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So now they have Aaron Donald, who was rated the #1 defensive lineman in the NFL last year, with Suh, who was rated the #5 defensive tackle.
Wow. Man, they're making some
stout
major
corners,
moves, man.
And people are saying that they're rumored to try to get Odell Beckham Jr. now. Yes, of course. They have the cap room to do it. Maybe trade some picks. Wow.
They might. Man, LA, they're stacking up.
Yeah, Mason in Ireland on ESPN Radio said that how no one was even thinking that they were going to be good, let alone that they could be a Super Bowl contenders before they move into their new stadium.
And now it's like, look at them. It's like, you guys are actually making those moves that need to be done. That way they can get to that Super Bowl.
And some sad news, we're playing Thinking About You by Frank Ocean. So, a little sad news. I have a Marquette King jersey, the punter for the Raiders. He was released today by the Raiders.
Oh!
I haven't looked into it. I don't know if there was a reason, like some type of player issue, or maybe he did something wrong, some type of crime.
Yeah.
Or if it was cap reasons or what happened, but they released him. Now my jersey is a throwback.
Oh my goodness.
I was going to wear it today, but like I said, I didn't know what was going on.
Are you gonna burn it like those fans do? They're like,
hell no. HECK no. That costs money.
Yeah, it's like, oh no. It's like, I don't understand why fans do that. Like a player, either gets traded or they decide to leave a team, and all of a sudden they're like, forget you guys, and they just. And I'm like, you wasted all that money on a jersey just to burn it. It's like, really? Come on now. What was the point? Just save it,
And, some other news that was going on. There's a basketball player from Syracuse, or he was committed to Syracuse, decommitted from Syracuse. Decided to take his talents to the NBA's G League, where he'll be making about $30,000, but be free to have an agent.
Yeah.
He could go and sign anyone, so maybe he might be breaking the mold. Saying, hey, NCAA is not how we do it.
Exactly.
We can do it over here and take it to the G League. Get money. Get your money.
I'm telling
you,
man.
And then get drafted a year later.
That'll be good too, because that's even a start for a building block. Like, say if you have like loans out, like especially as a college student, if you already have some loans, I'll give you time to like, hey, let me get some money. I can, pay down at least the interest, and then, start making the real money, and then, just pay it all off. But at least you get you that responsibility. But I mean, that'll be good, man. From the G League and then straight to the NBA. Yeah, you'll really be signing those big contracts because now you actually get to show your talent in a different, different environment, other than college. It's like, hey, now you're in a different league. So yeah, man, that'll be really good. That's really good.
Hey, so like I said, this is the Mo and Joe Show here on KCAA Radio, 106.5, 102.3, and 1050 AM, mojoshow.com.
Yes, sir.
We're about to go to a break, and when we get back, we're going to have our very special guest come in, enlighten us, enlighten our studio, enlighten our show, enlighten our audience members.
Oh, yes.
Mas1.
My man.
Yep.
So
all right.
We'll be back, guys.
This is the Mo and Joe Show here on KCAA Radio.
Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
We'll be right back to
the Mo and Joe Show
on KCAA Radio.
KCAA.
Why are you listening to this radio station? Why? When you can host your own radio show. You're listening and you think you can do better? You have a message or a product you want everyone to know about. Host your own radio show. Team up with the area's best radio professionals and let them make you sound like you should be on NBC. KCAA NBC Radio, that is. KCAA produces more than 50 local programs each week on subjects ranging from business and sports to political talk, vegan diets, or even marijuana-related issues. We don't just broadcast on the radio, we broadcast to the world. Online, on TV, on social media, on Facebook. You'll be all over. Imagine what your friends will say. And KCAA reaches over 5 million people on 3 radio stations. Join the staff on 1050 AM, 102.3 FM, and 106.5 FM. NBC Radio. Jump on the KCAA Express. Call 909-793-1065. That's 909-793-1065 and get ready to transmit.
If you're looking for a full or part-time sales position and you have radio, TV, or print media experience, KCAA has a great opportunity waiting for you that pays the highest commissions in the market. KCAA is the only station in the IE that broadcasts on 3 frequencies, so advertisers receive 3 ads for 1 low rate. This makes KCAA a must-buy for every local business. If you're interested in a sales position with us, email CEO@kcaaradio.com.
Know your rights and responsibilities. You're a hardworking student. You've grown up here. You're striving and working towards the American dream. You're a dreamer and maybe you need to renew your DACA deferral. Now is the time to take action. On January 9th, the district court ordered a halt to President Trump's efforts to terminate the deferred action for childhood arrivals or DACA. And now the Department of Homeland Security is now accepting DACA renewal applications. Now you can get free DACA renewal assistance from the Todek Legal Center. The Todek Center may also provide you with payment assistance with up to $495 in immigration fees to renew. Stay here, stay home, stay with your family. You're valued, loved, wanted, and needed. Get free legal screening and consultation, application assistance, and legal representation. For more info, search todec.org. That's TODEC.org. Or call for upcoming workshops at 951-943-1955. That's 951-943-1955 for the Todek Legal Center. And dream on.
For more local radio every day, tune into KCAA Loma Linda.
Better than I was the last time, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Woo. We back. Thanks for listening to the Mo and Joe Show, and we're back on KCAA Radio. Yep, and we back.
We back, and 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 we back.
Because you're off camera. Oh.
And we back here on KCAA Radio. You there?
We're here.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Barely. Oh, turn his mic up for him. Mo, on the mic.
Check.
Hey, who are you? Let us know.
What up, everyone? Mas1. Can y'all hear me?
Mas1?
Is everybody
Mas1.
in?
That's how we say it?
Mas1, Mas1. It's all good, bilingual.
Mas1, Mas1. I like that. All right, hey, so what's up with you? Who are you?
Who am I? I'm an MC that grew up out here in the IE, 909-951, resident.
Okay, there you go.
Chicano out here, just trying to do the do, giving back to our culture.
Very nice. Well, what parts? What area did you grow up in?
I kind of bounced around, but always off the 10 freeway. But Montclair, specifically 909. You know.
Oh, I think it's near you, Joe, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I grew up with little Joe right here and his brother.
Okay.
His big brother.
Yeah, he used to see me when I was a little kid. Hey, shout out to Wams.
Little munchkin, huh? running the streets. Huh?
Yes, sir.
No, yeah, when Sammy or Mas1, can I call you Sam too?
Yeah, that's my my government name.
Hey, when Sam used to come around, I was like little. I was 8, 7 maybe.
Yeah, I used to see him running around. He was such a happy kid though, man. He's still a happy guy, you know what I mean?
And I got to say this right now. Let me start the show with this. I've always had the most respect for you because, out of all my brother's friends, you're the one he always had the most respect for. He'd always be talking about you. He's like, hey, Sam went to UCLA. He's going over here and he's studying this at UCLA. He's doing this.
Nice.
That's love, man. That's love. I've always had respect for your brother and your family. You guys are super loving. Always good times, good vibes, good people, man, all around.
I appreciate that. And, hey, it's nice to hear that you're actually making music now.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Well, I really got more into it, on the recording aspect and kind of like putting our thoughts together and putting things down on wax, I guess. And probably like since like 07, 08, we put a little demo out in 08, me and my cohorts, my good friends, my compadre, and really good friends growing up.
Okay. Yeah, hey, who is that actually? I saw another name on here.
Yeah, well, there's a couple heads, but Brainstorm, a.k.a. Dupe, my really good friend, best friend, compadre growing up. We all kind of linked up again in L.A. when I went to school out there. We lived in the West Side, and he used to come out there and kick raps with me and my roommate. And even before that in high school, we would do it too, but really kind of took it serious. Frank John James, my really good friend and partner as well, he was a roommate of ours, and he would just come take the bus and come record with us and write raps, and really started kind of putting things down. Frank was the man behind the table, behind the mixer, and
the mad genius,
the mic, and press play and pause.
Hey, there you go.
The maestro. Yeah, so it's like 07, 08, and I really got into it out there.
I like that. It's a real natural way to start. It sounds like it all just came together, rolled together, and
definitely organic. Yeah, I mean, we used to just freestyle for days, and before that, it was about freestyle and just having ciphers, even just kickbacks and spinning wax. I had my Stanton and some wax, and we would just pull up beats online. I mean, YouTube was still around, obviously, but it wasn't like we would just go and pull up instrumentals. We would actually spin them or play some, off of some MP3s and just kick raps or beatbox if that's what it took.
Oh, dang, nice. Yeah. There you go.
We used to do this thing when I was up in college called Spit a Bar Tuesday.
Spit Bar Tuesday.
Yeah, Spit a Bar Tuesday. We'd all just go, like 20 of us, in just a giant circle and just keep it going.
That's really dope, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
There you go.
I can't really rap that great. Me and Mo have tried on air a couple times.
I know. I'm not a rapper.
You gotta catch the Holy Ghost, man. You just gotta go.
It's fun though. It's fun to express yourself and to just think of everything that could come. It's like a puzzle and what you're gonna say next.
Yeah. Definitely quick wit.
Yeah, hey, take us inside your mind. What goes through your mind when you're rapping? When you're freestyling, then we'll ask when you're writing.
Sure. When I freestyle, I mean, it could be just the thing around the room, whatever's happening, if something going on. If we're there for something, a gathering, we usually, I usually try to toast and bring it up, kind of in an MC manner, or just daily events. Depends also how inebriated I am, but definitely just freestyling is a lot of wordplay, double entendres, metaphors, just going off the top, man.
Nice. Okay.
I feel that.
There you go. Now, would you say at your freestyle, like words just like come to you?
I would say that there's a punchline in my head where I'm trying to reach, and then I'll get there from whatever whatever I need to piece together.
Explain that, please, because I actually watched a video that broke down MF Doom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they talked about MF Doom, and the guy kept saying that he has punchline after setup after punchline, and it was kind of hard to mix what he meant by those joking phrases into rapping. I mean,
it really goes back to, I guess, you learning poetry in elementary, like having like those broken down, and I'm not an English major or somebody who can break down like poetry to you, but there's definitely like an end result of like having the end of your phrase meet at the end of another phrase that you want to hit that same those same syllables, the same amount of space of words, especially even in your breathing, if you're trying to emphasize on certain words, you don't want to just kind of just some people do, and it is a great style. It's a West Coast style. You can chop and really try to subdivide, but to simplify, you really do want to just kind of try to aim for those same type of phrasing, same type of
see how much you can do inside that bar, or inside those bars.
Yeah, you can subdivide like 4 bars completely,
Just
right?
start
You know
chopping
what I mean?
like.
Are you a fan of the triplet?
What's a good example of a triplet? Would it be like
All
I
that
know
stuff
Migos,
you hear on the radio.
they came out
I
with
can
a new
see
one.
like
It's
that southern
The
style,
mumble- the mumble rap that
that
you've been
southern
hearing.
style. I don't hate on it as long as they enunciate. I can kind of hear them, but even then, if they're styling on some regional, like having some like some words I don't understand because I'm not from there. I mean, it's for the love of the people around there. You know, they know their slang better than I.
Yeah.
I hate on that. So the triplet, do I hate it? No, I think I respect all styles of rap as long as you style on it. You know?
I actually watched a pretty dope video too, also on Vox, that was explaining what the triplet is and how it came in.
The triplet, yeah, I think that's
I
the first time
remember
I've heard that.
Yeah.
But
He
now
got
that
me.
you
Yeah,
mention
Joe
it,
got me into that. Like he was like, watch the video, and I was like, oh man, I need to watch it again so I can really understand. Like,
If you
I
listen
watched
to
it again,
mainstream
explained
music
it,
these days, you know this rap
Listen.
flow.
Look, I might just chill in some babes. I might just chill with your boo.
I pull up in Rarers and shit, with choppers and Harleys and shit.
I'm young and rich and plus I'm bougie. I'm not stupid, so I keep the Uzi.
Purple and yellow on Messi. I need my ashes to match me.
Man on the macho like Randy. The chopper go out for granted.
If you love it, you're in luck. It's probably not going away anytime soon.
I can
If
see
you
it
hate
being
it,
like a safe zone.
I'm sorry.
You know, like for some people having to know that's the audience they want to appeal to, or they have the same style trap beats. Then yeah, the triplet's gonna be your comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard Snoop do it?
I don't believe I can say top of the head if I don't remember.
Snoop
no.
said he didn't like it. He was like, I'll never conform to that.
Oh,
hate it, I'm sorry.
Future Amigos, but all them niggas sound the same.
That rapid fire style of rap.
That's hilarious.
Hey, that's the actual video. Look it up. It's pretty informative. Vox has a lot of videos
That
like
was
that.
Snoop
He's saying
triplet,
that,
y'all.
but they kick him like a cool $2 million. He's gonna be on that track.
Oh,
like,
he did it. He was on that track.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Around
okay.
singing Versace, and she didn't even know like the words.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Okay, yeah.
It's a different style, but Snoop definitely jumped on it.
I think a lot of people, because even Bow Wow, like I know I follow him on Twitter, and he's really trying to become relevant again. Like some of his new music that's coming out are like a lot of triplets.
Really? That's interesting. They want to reinvent themselves as trap southern style. Hey, man, more power to you. Whatever makes you sleep easy at night, man.
Yeah, and he's like, my fans and this, and I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, but
Do
like,
you know who Crazy Bones is?
Yeah.
From Bone Thugs?
Bone Thugs, yeah.
So listen to this from Bone Thugs. This is a triplet back in the 90s. This is what it used to sound like.
Before, right? We give it a word.
Oh, that's a Midwest, but okay.
That flow stands in stark contrast.
There's a big controversy that Bone Thugs stole a lot of that style from the West Coast, from LA Underground. Artists from Mid City, Leimert Park, Project Blowed, and The Good Life, and that with that movement, there's a lot of hearsay, he said, she said, and probably a lot of factual evidence that Eazy-E would roll up in there and kind of adapt some of these new sounds that he saw, and which at the time was a lot more original. It is original.
Yeah.
And so it's only fitting and kind of a coincidence that a ruthless artist such as Bone Thugs and Harmony may have had a similar style and found something, right?
There's a lot. There's 3-6 Mafia too, as they bring up in here.
Oh, 3-6 Mafia, yes, they were real. I know back in the day I used to listen to them all the time, and it was like, man, it was like way before. It's like crazy. I feel like you said triplets probably around before we even gave them a number. I mean, not number, before we even gave them a name, and it was like, oh yeah, they're doing that cool little style that we heard, but now it's like, we give it a name, and now it's like, hey, do you do triplets, or you doing a trap beat? And now everybody's trying to get on that, and it's like, it's cool.
Like you said, it's a safe zone. It's easier to get to.
Sure.
Because you could just, it doesn't take everything you said going around the bar, the complexities that you were just talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
The elegance of, hey, I have to go in here and match what I just ended this line to what's starting this line. I need to do a carry over the bar. Is that what the right term?
Sure. I mean,
the over the bar lines.
Sure, you would hit in the pocket or on the upbeat, and maybe you want to have like a pause in between. I mean, it's all to each their own, I guess you could say.
We got to get you making a triplet song, man.
Yeah, I would have to sit down in the studio for a good while to kind of write that out and be comfortable delivering it in my way.
Right?
That'd be interesting. Yeah, it would have to be.
Like, I get the money.
It would have to be
and
artists I really respect and would be like, all right, dude, I'm doing this only for you, but I'm gonna flip it. I'm not gonna do it like everyone else.
Exactly. What if Migos came in and was like, hey man, we'll pay you $2 million to hop on this track?
I don't know, man. That's a hot question. That's putting me on the spot. If Migos were to hit me up on something, I don't know, man. That'd be interesting. I choose not to answer that question.
He's like, yeah, I'll sit down. I'll talk to you guys in the studio. You know, we'll talk something. You know.
So like, do you perform as well?
You know, I'll be very honest. It's been about a year or so since I performed, but yeah, me and the homies would put our sets together. Really, we hit it hard when the three of us were really out in the same area. Right now, my compadre lives in Texas, so he's doing the do, and he's doing really well in San Antonio and putting down the live presence and doing live shows. But myself, I haven't done a show in about a year. I think the last one was at the Graph Lab in Pico Union. Rest in peace. I think they just put it down, but that was the last time I performed with my good friend Martin Dean.
Okay.
How does that feel?
It feels amazing when you're prepared. You know, I mean, it depends. You know, if it's a legit set, you get like 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, even a half hour. If it's a large event, then yeah, if you're prepared, it's amazing. You know, you catch that rush. You got your adrenaline going, and you're confident because you know that you've already done that routine or done that track, many a time,
I can only imagine, like, I was an athlete my whole life, but I could never, like, to put myself in that position to be on stage with that many people listening to what you're saying. Mm-hmm. You're controlling it. You're controlling the entire rhythm of the room.
Yeah. You're becoming a true master of ceremony, man. That's the whole embodiment of an MC, man. You better be able to rock a crowd or get people moving. Or have some crowd response, man.
Right. Who rock the party? So they're like, yeah, I'm ready to jump.
Hip, you say hop.
Hip hop, hip hop. You know.
Hey, so this is the Mo and Joe show. We're here with Mas1.
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 Yeah, with Mas1
of RhymeApes.
RhymeApes is the group I'm promoting, but also from Stereotype. That's also my crew. Echoes of Oratory Music.
There you go.
Is the label.
Tell us about RhymeApes.
RhymeApes is the concept that me and my like I said, my compadre brainstorm put together a couple years ago, about 3 years ago. We actually put a small EP out that is available online on Echoes of Oratory Bandcamp,
nice.
EOO Music Bandcamp, .bandcamp, and that RhymeApes came together as a concept of just kind of doing something that him and I wanted to do, together, mostly with like a hodgepodge of different beats, different contributors, of producers, and really kind of just building a different sound from what we've already started building on. And Stereotype is still the crew that I first and foremost represent, but RhymeApes is kind of like our side project and kind of our passion project that we've been working on. And we're trying to release a full-length LP, on vinyl, on wax, and really kind of put our name out there and give a traditional, offering to the to the hip hop culture and having it on wax. So RhymeApes is kind of our
it's just you two.
Yeah, it's just him and I.
And
nice. Okay.
The other one is a bigger group.
Yeah, there's a third person. Three
people.
Three-person group called Stereotype. That's me, Brainstormer, and Frank John James. And we have some projects out as well, available and online. We got physicals and stuff. But RhymeApes is, like a 3-year deep, probably a little more maybe, project that we've been running with. I've been kind of trying to get the name out there, trying to get the image out there. I mean, the brand, if you could say. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty involved in having, as much as I can available for people, firsthand, not just on the internet, but, CDs, having, if it's a sticker, if it's a flyer, something you can actually put in someone's hand and they can put on their notebook or on their laptop or in their office,
that they physically see and touch. It's tangible.
And maybe to indulge in a little bit of vandalism as well. But that's definitely how we like to kind of put our name out there, in a guerrilla style and traditional hip hop style.
Nice. That's good. That's really good, man.
Yeah. So I like that. It's kind of like when Odd Future has their little groups, like Mellow Hype, which is Haji and Left Brain. It's just a subsection of what the bigger picture is.
Yeah. No, there's always great groups that have those side projects, right? I mean,
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Wu-Tang, right? They got Cuban Links, they got they got even solo albums that are amazing. And I mean, even more locally, I know your brother's really big into Living Legends, and Living Legends was a big influence in like the LA underground too, and seeing a lot of their side projects. The Grouch and Eli, CMA, all these solo artists from that group doing their thing. Hieroglyphics did the same thing.
Hieroglyphics
from Oakland,
man.
they had Souls of Mischief. They had their own thing going on, and and side projects. And if you can make it branch out from the root of your crew or your origin, then more power to you, because you have more longevity, man. You have more to build off of, more legacy.
That's true. Yeah, that's good, man. You know, start with within, and then just branch out, get that little groups going, and then you bring it back.
And I like it when hip hop comes in groups. You know, the East Coast movement, I thought that was pretty great in the early 2010s with Pro Era, Underachievers, and Flatbush Zombies all coming in.
Yeah, I like Flatbush, man. Flatbush is dope.
You guys, this sounds a lot like Flatbush.
Really?
Listening, yeah.
Well, they have that. I mean, I feel, and I'm not even like a true fan of Flatbush, but from what I heard, that they have that real psychedelic, critical type of. It's almost like they want to be almost like in a shock factor, but they're more mellow, where they can be wittier and have some pretty good lyrics and funky beats.
Mm-hmm.
What's their name of their Eric the Architect, or I don't know.
Eric Arc the Elliot, or
I forget
Eric Arc Elliot the Architect. There's so many different names.
Yeah, you have someone.
Elliot Arc.
You listen to it and you can hear all of the beats, just the way it's mixed together. It sounds so in depth. You can hear how much work went into it.
Sure.
It's so layered. It's so wow. I just listened. I'm just like, wow, he took some time doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
Music,
we have R.I.P. CD in the background, actually, from Flatbush.
The rhyme is so raw. Most these rappers need the seminar. You copy the same schematics, you making the same songs. You thought that you were the only, but understand it's the physical artistry manifest. But no ideas original art.
Sticking with that East Coast boom bap.
Hey, so let's actually play something you brought me.
Sure, let's play some, man.
Let's hear some, so our viewers get to listen in and tune in and see what who we got on the on our show.
Featuring Roach the DJ. Shout outs to Roach the DJ, OG, LA 562 DJ with the cuts.
All right, and this is Future Primitive.
This is Future Primitive. This is the intro track off our new album, a new LP.
I like it here on the Mo and Joe Show. Here it is.
Far future. You see, I have journeyed.
Version 7, any simple cell organism has lived out its lifespan. B-boy's hands with the prehistoric carbon dated mic in my hand. Can't be traced to an immortal. What more can we gain when you living so profane? All it takes is just another rinse of our name and recite it in trios to summon a pair of negative zeros. Anti-minus subtract rack. And what you have is a matter of fact, some primates claiming to be a couple of rhyme greats, transmitting line from the cradle to civilization. This is an examination, biopsy, who get the autopsy. Let's see who gets top. Time stops for no man, except for those who mastered the art of ceremony. Not seeking a Tony, get a public stoning for your transgressions, peasant pleasantly decease your creatures.
Blast from the past, the future is now. Blast from the past, the future is now. Blast from the past, the future is now. To advance, to remain stagnant. Planet of the RhymeApes. Future primitive mind state. Translate hieroglyphics, an emphasis on ancestral intelligence. My pen is a pendulum. Primordial oracle origins unknown. Exit the portal of mortality, lost from reality. Third eye mentality, mammals babbling, sampling history for the further advancement of mankind. We have arrived. Line my chakras, then design thoughts, triple optics, final vortex aimed at your forehead, splice cerebral cortex. Both sides of the brain are important. Brainstorms foreign, unfortunate to evolve from a Neanderthal. Manifest as a catalyst, cataclysm, metaphysical, third dimension visuals, analog in a digital age.
The rule of history must not be changed.
Back.
Hey, that was great. That was great.
That was amazing, man.
Thank you, man.
Those flows, wow.
Appreciate it, man. Beat by Mickey Kicks. Mickey Kicks from NorCal. Good guy.
So what went into that?
What's up?
What went into that?
Into that song?
Yeah.
It took me being in Sacramento, vibing out with the homeboy, him kicking me some sick beats, me bringing it back home to the mothership to record it. And the mothership's our studio. At the time was in La Puente, run by Clockwise of Crop Circle 720, Echoes of Oratory Music. And once I got the track down and laced my verse, I had my compadre come in and kill it, and then I had finally the DJ come and finish it off and add some cuts to that and bless it with that. Thanks again, Roche the DJ. And yeah, now my homeboy is mixing and mastering it right now to perfect it, to put it down on wax.
All right. Hey, so what's Echoes of Oratory Music?
Echoes of Oratory Music is a collective. It's a community of thinkers, if you will. Originally out of La Puente, California, was where the crew was put together. LP. A lot of my family is actually from LP, and it was put together by an OG crew out of La Puente named Crop Circle 720, Clockwise, and the Word Man Ailments. They're really kind of the heads and Subtracks, the producer, and they put it all together. I mean, there's been a couple other people in that crew, and still is, and even at a Crop Circle 720, they're a group that I grew up listening to in high school, and my good friend and compadre Brainstorm, he pretty much clicked up with them and got us to kick some music to them, and at the time they were really really feeling it, and they asked us to be part of that collective, and they helped put out some of our first projects online and physicals, and so Echoes of Oratory is the family, that's the crew, and we support each other. Big ups to Artie Swells, Audio, Nat Key Cole, Okira Myth out of here at 951. He's killing it too. A whole bunch of us out there just doing the do. Roughneck Jihad out of Santa Clara, the 408. He lives in LA. So I mean, if I'm missing anyone, my bad.
All right.
Yeah, I like that. It's a real community base. It seems like you're really about the team.
Yeah, we have to be, and we ask upon each other a lot to to help put our stuff out there, push it, promote it. If it means having folks coming out here to put us on a show. Also, big ups to Gilead 7. My bad, he's actually one of our crew members and homie out here in the 951, who actually has a record store out here, Serious Cartoons.
Okay.
With this homeboy, and he reps the crew, and they'll put on shows there, and they'll even carry our wax if we drop it, and Gilead 7's a strong part of that function out here in 951. So yeah, to answer your question, it's just I agree. We have to have that familial tie to grow.
Y'all ever thought about having a radio show?
A radio show?
Yeah, your own radio show for the collective?
So funny you say that. There's actually a podcast, Pop Culture Politics, that the homie Roughneck Jihad and Frank John James, who's also in Echoes of Oratory, Frank John James, shout out. They have a podcast they put out every couple weeks. So check it out, Pop Culture Politics. So that's I guess a stem of Echoes of Oratory, where they talk about current events and some political events.
Oh, listen to that. That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Where can you find it? On iTunes?
Facebook and iTunes. Excuse me. I know they share their stuff on Facebook, but just look up Roughneck Jihad and Frank John James, Pop Culture Politics. And yeah, I think they're on all those formats, Apple and whatever the podcast one is. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, but
yeah,
I know they're on.
Podcast is what they call it.
What's up?
Apple Podcast.
Yeah. Apple Podcast for sure. They're on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, we'll give that a listen. I'm excited. It'll open a whole bunch of new doors. I gotta go and explore myself now.
Yeah,
right.
So going back to like the whole crew thing we were talking about, and you follow these crews, like that's what you do. You got to dig, man. You got to dig through these people's catalogs. You got to see who produced them. You got to see who they've worked with, and that's how you really see the true fabric of Alley Underground and California West Coast Underground, or just in general hip hop culture. Even on the graph game and the art game too. There's a lot of collective, a lot of people contributing to one project. I mean, we have some artists contributing to this project. Some cats like Explode from CBS and the homie Try One from TCF, and they brought their skills, and we use their skills to boost up our image and our representation to the people that we give our music out to. So they bless us, and in turn we bless them, and that's how you have to do it.
Who are your biggest influences?
My biggest influences, I mean, in music?
Yeah, in music first, and then we'll talk about
In music, that's a good question. I mean, I guess in general statement, I have a lot of respect, as you've been hearing from the LA Underground. So probably one of the biggest eye-opening crews would be OMD, a Mexican descent, which is made up of Tumex and Chololan Cinco. So that crew was.
I love that you said Tumex right now.
Yeah, Tumex is a
Friends
real
of the
one.
Show.
Yeah, he's still around and still doing the do and holding it down for Latino.
We're gonna get him on here soon.
Word?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tight, man. Yeah, he's a legit staple to our hip hop community. He's a Latino and Chicano rapper, and kind of breaking the mold out of it, say a traditional Chicano rapper, which has its kind of pigeonhole where people kind of think of a Chicano rapper, they think like an oldie rapper, which is respect to that, those people, those type. But no, Tumex is a real one. Chololan Cinco and their crew, OMD was kind of one of the crews that influenced my kind of upbringing and growth.
Yeah, I was gonna say I met Tumex here, and when I was with Albert, actually my brother, at the Atmosphere concert.
Nice.
I saw Tumex passing out CDs after.
Exactly.
And I love Tumex because I've never seen an artist that is so much about his fans. Everything he does is about his fans. You go on there and you can order a personalized track that he makes, and he'll go there and he'll send it to you.
Wow. He'll have specials like on Valentine's Day. He'll write a song for your lady or your partner, and
dang, okay,
specialized, one of a kind for them. Like that's
got you.
That's G, man.
That
that's
is.
Dope.
Yeah, his story is amazing too. Just when he was in the hospital going through what he was going through, just the fact that he had all those fans reach out to him.
Yeah, I reached out to him, man. I DM'd the homeboy. I was like, hey,
and he gets back.
Love. Huh?
He gets back to you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Takes his time to actually say, hey, I got to respond to this person. I got
That's awesome.
reach out and say, hey, thanks for reaching out.
Yeah, see, I like people like that. It's like, a lot of people get famous and like, oh, I'm too busy to do this and that. But it's like, he actually took the time out. I was like, hey, yeah, man, appreciate you. Thank you. Like, I like that. Makes the fan feel special and say, hey, I'm going to keep supporting you. But, that's.
Yeah, and his crew really has been doing it, for the West Coast for a long time. The Visionaries crew, and with their movement they had back in probably the early 2000s, late 90s. That was super dope seeing them do that, and that they ran in a lot of circles with some of those forefathers of that generation.
Okay, nice. Yeah. That's really good. So I know I was on Airbnb the other day, and I noticed they have these live events now going on. Do you think you and your crew's gonna make it on there?
No, I have not seen that. What is that? That sounds dope. Explain to me more.
I was seeing it. I know I was on it the other day, and pretty much it's like live events that happen in LA. It's like pretty much like underground because it's like a location, and then all you do is like people come and pay real cheap, $5-10 tickets, and then now you just putting on a show for them.
So you stream in to watch the performance?
No, it's actually you can have them come and be like, hey, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be performing here. Like our crew's gonna be here, $10 entry, and you kind of list what you provide. Like we're gonna provide this one of a kind experience with people, and then you get people already I've seen it have done ratings like, oh man, that hip hop crew was so dope, or that jazz band was really good. And it's just a lot of underground, so it's pretty cool. Now on Airbnb, so I said I'm gonna go check it out one of these days. So man, if your crew makes it on there, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I mean,
do it out here in the IE,
we're definitely gonna have to start doing more shows to push this album. So I mean, I'm always open to to build a set and really start putting our stuff out there on the live tip.
Yeah, that'd be dope, man.
Hey, we're gonna try to have a Mo and Joe show. What were we talking? Mixtape, Mo?
Yeah, mixtape, and then grab.
You want to freestyle a little bit too?
You want to throw some? I can throw some raps in. Yeah, I'll spit some. How about I spit some bars? Because I don't remember the last time I freestyled, but I'll do either or.
Hey, okay. So I'll do either or. Spit bars, or what you want me to do, man?
All right, let me look up something right now.
Oh, okay, Joe. What you gonna hit it with? Something fast, something slow? What do you prefer?
Something dope.
Something dope. That's what I like.
Give him Amigos beat.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Don't do that.
That's dope right now, right?
Hey, just remember, try to keep it clean while we're doing it.
All right. I'll spit you a Hot 16. Turn it up a little bit. Ooh, some atmosphere.
Yep.
Yo.
Who's ever gonna to you for free? Your dreams, if you don't have those needs, overcome your greeds. Ready to kill for that green, and now it's part of your genes. Where'd you get those genes? Probably
probably not the U.S. These hands are useless. Indonesia, it's just businessman's leisure. And now I'm just kicking off the top. You know that I'll never stop. I came to rock, came from the IE. You like me, you seen me, and now you're trying to catch me on TV. Never gonna sell my soul for anything more than just a pot of gold. More some sense that you have to have before you lose your 2 cents. Don't have an opinion. Get outside and shake someone's hand, but also make a plan and make sure that it's a master form. Yeah, and I'm a master performer. Yeah, and the time that likes to transform without warning. And that's the way that we do from the echoes. Never let go. And that's the way that I flow. Gotta know and just grow. Kicking it down with the NBC studio.
That was nice.
On the Mo and Joe show.
Nice. Live on the Mo and Joe show, y'all.
Mas1.
I'm a little rusty.
Mas1 here on the Mo and Joe show. Let's hear it.
Let's go.
Mas1.
Yo. 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 And I'm not even done with being done yet. Just wait until you see the sunset. Sincerely, you should hear me. We're nearing the end of our ride. Let me be your guide. Yo, the tumor is benign. Yo, says the MRI. Go ahead and give me access to your mind. Yo, call me Quado, alien model. Change your motto. MCs came to be ballistic, more like animalistic. Guns have no reason without a set target. Otherwise, all the it's straight jargon. You're gonna end up in the margin with the Martians. Yo, you're just knowing that this comes with a different cartridge. It's the same game, but I always never claim fame. I just know that I always hold my name up in cat spots, and that's the way that we never stop, never cease to exist. Gotta make sure that you end up on that list of the top 10, 20. From earning a penny to making it a million, we know that we just feeling the feelings, and we're never ending the children's dream. We always extend it and know that we can never bend it. Always bend it like Beckham when I start to wreck it. We know that we never always have to hold tech. Respect, it's more like an architect. Digging for this. And now I'm just gotten my origin. Now I'm always knowing my form that I hold up the IE, the 909 to the SGV 626. Look at this, I never slip. It's like I got on some shoes that are gonna be soundproof in the booth. And I get out of my comfort zone and know that I never levitate alone. I never levitate when I'm trying to demonstrate this. Know that I'm a holy, something like a god in my mind. Try by 12, yo. Try by 12.
That was nice, man. Okay.
You went in there and killed
I try.
it.
Nice.
I like to play.
That was real good. That was great. Look at that.
Hey, so I like that. That was a lot of fun.
I was live on the Mo and Joe show. Thanks to all you listeners listening.
Mas1, Mas1, bilingo.
Yeah. One.
Hey, that was more than 16.
Thank you, Mo Joe. Echoes of Oratory Music, EOO Music, Echo Oratory, Bandcamp, RhymeApes.
You guys hear? That's what you can listen to some more of that. That was amazing, man. That was really good.
That was.
I don't remember the last time I spit on the spot in a while. So thank you for making me.
Hey, get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, we have to. Got to give them something.
And that's what we'll title the show is Get Out of Your Comfort Zone.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Oh, yeah. Then you'll never know what you can do until you do that.
Hey, so this is the Mo and Joe show with Mas1, the one, the only Mas1.
Here on KCAA Radio, y'all.
Yep. Hey, so we're going to get to that new part of the show where we're going to be asking you some questions. Just off the top of my head.
Shoot.
Yes.
All right. All right, hey, so what did you want to be when you grew up, when you were a little kid?
An entomologist. I wanted to study bugs. And I even found out that UC Riverside had an amazing program, but I decided not to do that because I sucked at math.
Ooh. Oh, the math was it.
So I got into music, and I was a band geek.
All right.
From then on, he was like, yep.
All right, go ahead, Mo. Take your at-bats.
If you could be a spirit animal, what would your spirit animal be and why?
I love iguanas. I think an iguana would be dope, just laying in the sun. You can even swim. Just be tropical with it.
All right. Hey, so you're in jail, which I know you wouldn't be, but you're in jail. What's your last meal?
My last meal in prison.
Death row.
Langosta, probably some lobster with some melted butter, some handmade flour tortillas, and some bomb rice.
All right.
Freaking negro modelo.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice. You're down to your last $5, and you have to survive for 2 weeks. What do you eat?
What?
Man, what do you eat? You probably buy rice and beans and live like a Mexican in Mexico. Man, you just live off what's on the land and forage for spices off the freeway.
I feel it.
All right. So you're in a rocket ship and you can only pick one album to accompany you for your whole trip? What is it?
Oh, that's a hard one. Probably Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
All right. Hey, that's appropriate for what I asked.
Yeah, I'd be out there just, tripping out.
All right, go ahead, Mo.
I got a little simple one for you. Would you rather be hot or cold?
I'd rather be cold and keep warm.
All right, East Coast, West Coast.
Ooh, West Coast all day. I had a love for the East Coast, though. Depend on what we're talking about.
If you could flow with one rapper and be on their album, who would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. I would love to be on a 2Mex joint. I mean, that's probably attainable.
Ooh, that is attainable.
But like in a respectful manner, like if he actually asked me.
No, yeah,
I didn't have to pay to be on it. Or however that works.
If we get 2Mex on the show, we're gonna really be pushing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do whatever I can. That's my goal.
What's up, man.
Hey man, have you heard the other day? This really dope rapper. You should hit up.
I've met him in person before. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Hey, so if you could be a cartoon character or be in a cartoon, what cartoon would you be in?
It'd probably be like a really fun one. I don't know. That's a hard question, man. I'm drawing to play. If I was in a cartoon, probably The Simpsons. Probably The Simpsons, just because it's a reflection of kind of society, even though they've been kind of falling off in the last 10, 15 years.
I feel that.
Do some racist stuff now and then that you can't really sweep under the rug.
Right. It's like.
Yeah, actually, just before you guys next week, I went on to my homie's podcast and we talked for like an hour about that caricature of a poo. They made a whole documentary of a poo, and I had to really reflect on myself and kind of think about dang, I never thought about it, but they were totally being racist about
the whole time.
The whole time.
And people who hold down that culture, man.
And laughed. We were like, And it's like, yeah, you're picking fun of somebody.
Yeah. Anyways, next question.
I'd say dream car and why.
Dream car. I always loved the Lexus IS just because it's a sleek, affordable car. I always wish I had one. One day, maybe I will.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, yes, you will.
All right, hey, so let's try I'm gonna straight taking this in the GGN. Finish the sentence. So I'll start a sentence. You finish it.
I'll try. Go ahead.
All right. My favorite food is
enchiladas.
All right. Okay. Mo.
My favorite pet is
my puggle, Layla. She is.
There you go.
Hey, my favorite position is, and that could be anything. That
doesn't the upright position. I don't know. I'm keeping it PG for your PG show right here, bro.
Hey, that could have been like boss or quarterback.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
You're the one that took it that way.
A manager.
All right.
My favorite soda is
sangria.
Oh, sangria. Okay.
Yeah. Mexican soda.
There you go. Nice.
All right. I'm Mas1, and I am a
Chicano.
Hey.
Oh, proud.
La raza.
Uh-oh.
Brown pride.
There you go.
All right, Mo.
That's awesome. Let's see. My favorite restaurant is.
Ooh, damn. Right now, me and my lady like Masa in Echo Park. That's just like our little getaway. Masa.
Nice.
We got some bomb deep dish pizza.
Ooh.
Right there off of Sunset Boulevard. Check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I have to, man.
All right, hey, you could catch me doing this blank next.
You could catch me doing this.
Like, what's your next project?
Oh,
my next project is
the new Stereotype album, Stereotype 2.
Beautiful.
All right. Hey, so this is the Mo and Joe Show. We're here with Mas1. Mas1.
Yes, sir.
How can everyone find you?
You can find me on Bandcamp, Mas1, Bandcamp, Echoes of Oratory, Bandcamp. Just Google those two words together. You can also find me on SoundCloud, Mas1. You can find an image of Sitting Bull, which is my cover art, MAS1. You can find me on Spotify. Instincts of Organisms is the name of our group project.
Nice.
Stereotype, Instincts of Organisms. You can find me on Twitter, Mas1 909, MASUNO 909, Stereotype LA, Stereotype LA.
All right, this is the Mo and Joe Show. It's been great. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming on, man. Do appreciate you. Got to have you back on.
Yep, we got to do it again.
Got to do it again. Appreciate you.
Late.
Sir. Later.
Thanks for listening to the Mo and Joe Show. Tune in next Friday at 9 p.m.
102.3 FM.